Hello everyone. It is day 4 of your week of wellness. Now, unfortunately, the weather forgot to read the weather forecast, so I am indoors. Yesterday, I promised you to tell you why I recorded that video in the car. I was on my way to get tested for COVID. I had both tests, the nasty nasal swabs for PCR and serology. After having been in a big city with a high infection rate, not by choice, but ironically for a medical appointment that had been cancelled 6 months ago during the first lockdown and rescheduled, I fell ill with flu-like symptoms and I self-quarantined, not to put anybody else in danger. Had a blood test for another reason which showed traces of infection, so my doctor thought it wise to check my status, to, if necessary, backtrack contacts. But serology came back negative, yay, and all is well. But it did make me think on how important it is to know how to breathe correctly and train our lung function and lung capacity even before we catch anything. So we will be better equipped to fight respiratory infections if we do catch one. When I researched all kinds of lung exercises given by specialized nurses and doctors for lung diseases like COPD, emphysema, asthma, and all kinds of other respiratory diseases, I was pleasantly surprised to find a huge overlap with the movements that I already use within Sophrology to activate the upper body region, specific body parts. Now, Alfonso Caicedo already taught these techniques in the 60s. And in Sophrology, we always begin with a type of a body scan. And this is no different. Before we begin, make sure you find a state of relaxation. Because when we are relaxed, our body is naturally able to breathe more easily. Now, these exercises are safe for most people, but it's best to check with your doctor if you have any specific health issues or to see if you might need to modify these exercises for your specific needs. So in this video, we will do lung exercises to open up your chest and to expand your lungs. And it is important to strengthen the muscles of the chest wall as well, like you would train any other muscle group if you want to increase capacity. And as I said, a lot of the elements of these exercises we see being used in Sophrology when activating the present awareness in the upper body region. If at any time anything feels uncomfortable, stop and adjust the movement to your own comfort level. Okay, first of all, we're going to warm up a little by just stretching the arms and moving left over right and right over left for 4 or 5 repetitions. And we continue with some shoulder rolls. Well, you can't see my hands, but my palms are facing forward, my arms are straight, a little bit away from the body, and my thumbs are pointing a bit backwards. So we're going to breathe in, we're going to roll the shoulder backwards, and whilst breathing out, we're going to lift the chest a little bit up. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, lift the chest a bit up. We're going to do this for as long as it feels good for us, feels comfortable. So that's another way to expand our chest. And we're going to continue with the combination that we've already seen in the shoulder pumps of Sophrology. We're going to inhale through the nose if possible. We're going to raise our shoulders towards our ears within our own comfort level. But this already stretches the muscles on the side of the chest. And on the exhale, we're going to release the arms with a big sigh. And if possible, also push the chest a little bit forward. I'm going to inhale, raise the shoulders, stretch the sides, and on the exhale, you can even roll the shoulders a little bit backwards while doing that. Lift up, inhale through the nose, lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and on the exhale, an additional benefit is that this is an exercise that is also stress releasing. And then we are going to do a movement that we know in Sophrology as the chest bellows, which is really going to expand the chest and the lungs, but we are going to do them not with our arms folded, but we're going to do them with our arms straight to expand our chest even more. So we inhale, and on the exhale, we move our arms forward. Inhale, open up, and exhale, move the arms forward. Inhale, open up the chest, and exhale, move the arms forward. As many times as feels comfortable for you. And last but not least, we are going to do the last movement called the elbow circles. Now, in Sophrology, this movement is used in the windmill technique, and there it is done in a very specific sequence. And there's already a video of that on my IGTV. Today we're going to do just the elbow circles without following a specific sequence and a specific breathing technique. So whatever feels most comfortable for you, you can put your fist on your shoulders. For me, that is not comfortable, so I usually put them on chest height. And we're going to either move forward or move backward. We're going to make circles with our elbows. Now, for me, moving forward is more comfortable, so I'm going to do it like this. And I've been used to that because in the windmill technique in Sophrology, we afterwards thrust our fist forward to release tension as well. So I'm used to doing it forward. But if backward for you is more comfortable, you do like this. At least try to make 10 circles. Don't forget to breathe. And if you want to do both sides, you can do 10 to the front, 10 to the back, whatever feels comfortable for you. This makes sure that it activates the muscles between the ribs as well. It opens up the chest. And what you will find is after doing these movements, at least it is what I usually feel, is that you have the idea that there is more circulation in your chest. It feels like you have exercised your chest, and in general it feels really liberating. Now on Saturday we will continue with this topic, and I will show you a breathing exercise to help expand our lungs to ventilate as much as possible and to prevent the buildup of mucus, which is very important, a very important factor in respiratory infections. And I'll see you tomorrow for another day of wellness. Bye.